That's here on Business Today. The Goods and Services Tax GST Council meeting on 17th of September includes a proposal to bring fuel prices under the GST regime. The move comes after the Kerala High Court recently asked that such a proposal be considered. Fuels like petrol, diesel, natural gas, crude oil and ATF have been kept out of the GST purview because they are major revenue sources for both the centre and state governments. Currently, states charge VAT on fuel while centre gets its revenue from excise duty. The taxes on fuel are more than half the price. If fuels are brought under GST, prices are expected to fall. Also, some states will gain while others will lose. Rahul Srivastava joining us on this. Rahul, take us through the implications for the centre and the state.
For the first time since GST kicked in on the 1st of July 2017, a proposal for including subsuming fuels, all five of them, into the GST regime is on the table. Primarily at this moment, the prices of fuels are at a level which is unprecedented. And there has been a clamor that these fuels should be included in the GST because that's perhaps the only way to bring relief for the consumer. But since this is happening only because the Kerala High Court on the 21st of June this year sent a representation to the GST Council and asked it whether you can consider the proposals, whether they can be brought in, it has been added. And that is why I'll say that not really good news is likely from the GST Council meeting on the 17th of September in Lucknow, primarily because the states and centre, especially in the wake of the pandemic, lower GST generation, and also the expenses they are incurring, are in no position to let go of the kind of revenue they get from fuels and even say alcohol, which is again not part of the GST. And that is why what one expects is that it may face opposition from the state and the centre may remain reluctant, especially those states where the fuels are coming from, because it's a consumption tax compared to the states which are consuming it and earning the taxes. There might be disparities between the earnings of the state, and that is why no good news likely on the 17th.
All right, thanks Rahul for giving us some perspective on that. We'll watch out for those developments. Now, next July onwards, you can shop till you drop in Singapore and simply pay through the Bheem app in your handset. Imagine no converting your rupees to Singapore dollars before you fly out of India. Making this possible is an agreement between the RBI and its Singapore counterpart. The deal will link the payment systems of the two countries, India's UPI and Singapore's PayNow. This will enable users in each country to make instant low-cost fund transfers without being charged the high commissions of other payment systems. Today was the third straight day that the Reliance infrastructure share hit the upper circuit in stock markets. According to Chairman Anil Ambani, the company will receive 7,100 crore rupees from Delhi Metro as settlement after the Supreme Court order. This amount, he says, will be used to pay the company's debt of more than 14,000 crore rupees. Speaking at the AGM of Reliance ADAG companies, Ambani also said that Reliance Infra has 15,000 crore rupees of claims pending before various forums and that the amount would help the company become debt-free. In other corporate news, Vistara Airlines Chief Commercial Officer Vinod Kannan will take over as CEO of the airline from January 2022. Incumbent CEOs Leslie Thang, who led the full-service airline for more than 4 years, will move back to Singapore Airlines. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited will begin manufacture of parts of the Rolls-Royce Adore aircraft engines for the global market. The two companies entered a pact today. This follows a deal between Rolls-Royce and HAL during Aero India 2021 to establish a maintenance center for the Adore engine at Bengaluru. This will support international military customers and operators. The country's largest e-pharmacy, PharmEasy, is planning an IPO. The company is looking at raising $200 million in primary funding ahead of the public issue. The e-pharmacy is expected to be valued at around $6 billion after the primary funding round.